It's so incredible when you think about this. Yes, when we look at all these beautiful faces of humanity coming in from all over our planet. Yes, we have all different times and all different cultures and traditions and understandings. In a way, right now, if you just allow your view, your sight here as you're looking at the screen, right? And you're seeing all of your brothers and sisters of light in this now. This whole screen, this is a glimpse of God. Yes? The pieces of God, the pieces of God, all of us, you beautiful beings of light. We have so many spaces now. We're going to just some have been here doing this work since December of 2020 is when we launched. And then we have some that are first time here today. Yes, so this is truly an incredibly expansive, beautiful, connective space. And so we now will hold the intention and know that we are the planet of light. This grid is the planet. We're not even going to name specific spaces anymore. You know your spaces and you know that which you represent even beyond that which you physically live in, right? And we are so beyond even the spaces we physically live in. We understand that so well now. So we won't be saying, for those who have been used to this last several months, we won't be saying the individual spaces. We will be acknowledging that it is the whole planet. It truly is a planet of light. So we will allow that in our space in this grid work. Okay. So I offer my warmest welcome and love to those who are new to this space. This is the Acasma Planet of Light and Healing Grid. And we have beings from all over, human beings, yes, human beings from all over this planet holding this space with us. And so when we do this work, I guide and the Acasma consciousness is present with each and every one of us, assisting. Christ is present, assisting, and your spiritual teams are present, assisting with your space, because you are a sovereign, sacred being of light. And no one says who your team is, no one says who your spiritual quantum is, but you. That's what happens when you're a creator. So you create that space and you hold that space, and then together we hold this light and healing, because it truly is. You are a light worker in this moment, in the sense that when we hold this grid, which is held on all days, not just today, right? But this is the moment we allow ourselves to come together, all of us who can in the live, and many come via video. But we allow ourselves to consciously connect into the enormity of, the beauty of the collective of us, yes? So even though on the other spaces and days, we're still holding, we're still emanating, we're still shining and beaming, this is our moment to give to ourselves as a group, to love one another, support one another, and anchor in even the reality of our group, our collective here in its beauty. So when we do this, if you're new today, I'm going to guide, but you are envisioning and intending that your being of light, your root lines, come from your feet, from your being, deep into the planet Earth. And then you are allowing your wholeness to pour in through your heart. This is your I am within. This is your sovereign light. And that is bringing more of that beautiful healing power to our planet in connection with this Acasma connection, this Acasma energy. And then you are envisioning not only the anchoring of that light in your space and going into the planet, but then drawing your being up above the planet, outstretched arms, and from your hands and from your heart, the light shines out and meets the light of another who is here with us and will also be, is up above the planet as well. So we are in the planet, above the planet, around the planet, in essence, are the planet, because there is an absolute 100% connection with the planet and our beings energetically, and even through our physical being and how we live here. So for anyone here, that's an idea of what you're going to be doing. But again, I guide. Now, we talked about this before, being able to hold multiple places. And now we know we're holding the planet. Yes, we're holding the planet, period. So if you're drawn in your being to other specific spaces that just call your heart, or that you have been or travel through, absolutely 100% amp that connection and your intention and your knowing. And I wanted to start allowing a space, a small space at the beginning of these connections for an individual who is part of our Acasma family of light and this grid. Every month, there'll be a different person who will come forward to share just a little glimpse of themselves in connection to this grid and to our family here. And this will allow us to get to know each other a little better as well. So, and then we will go into the actual blessing and activating in even a higher level this beautiful grid. So this morning it's going to be, and many of you may already know her, Meredith. And Meredith is known as the Majestic Lioness on IG, and I believe on YouTube as well. She's an incredibly beautiful being of light. And the reason why I chose Meredith is because Meredith wouldn't leave me alone. This time last year, and a little prior to that, she kept saying, "What are you doing on IG, on my videos? What are you doing? I want to know what you're doing. I want to do what you're doing. I feel what you're doing. Teach me what you're doing." And I kept saying, "Okay, as soon as as soon as I can, I will." And everything just kept expanding from there. But Meredith wouldn't leave me alone. So a lot of why we're here is Meredith not leaving me alone. And when I did my first session with Meredith, as she wanted a session, a celestial energy session, right? Connection session, which many of you have done now. So this was over a year ago, probably now. I saw Meredith in this session up above the earth with her hands outstretched, and I saw light coming from her hands and her heart, and I saw several others that I kind of knew. I was already working with them as well as clients. Now, this is before teaching or anything, or even the words Acasma, planet of light and healing grid. But I saw her and I saw these others and I saw this space. So I thought to myself, Meredith is going to speak, if she agrees, of course, at the beginning of bringing people in to speak. So she graciously agreed, yes, she would speak for a moment here. So I'm going to now allow Meredith this space, and let me spotlight you, Meredith. And everyone, this is Meredith, the Majestic Lioness.
Hi, everyone. You said everything I channeled before this call, like everything to the T. So that's beautiful. And I don't want to take credit for bugging you. Like the more I was channeling about it, it was definitely like our spirit teams. And so I want to go a little bit back before I go into this now, just to explain like who I am and what I've been through to get to this point. So I've been on my ascension for about 7 years. And then I was a makeup artist for about 10 years, 9 years, somewhere around there. And one day I just woke up and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Even though I was really good at it, I loved it, I was leveling up. I was like, I've got to do my spiritual work. And I studied at the School of Metaphysics, and I went to the College of Metaphysics, and we were in this big dome, and this girl with this really short hair was sitting in front of me, and you could tell she was in pain. She was just like, oh. So I went up to her and I was like, can I help you? And can I touch you? And she said, yes. So I got the water bottle and I stuck it up upon her head. And then I started doing some massaging. I had no idea what I was doing. And I placed my hands upon her, and she stood up afterwards and she was crying, and she was just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I was like, okay, guides, I guess I'm a healer with my hands. And then there was also a small cat that was dying. I placed my hands over it. It lived, I think, 6 months after that. And so I studied, and like really was craving anything spiritual, and dove into anything that God threw at me. And so 5 years in, I decided to redo my Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and then level up to Reiki 3 and master. And I was teaching and I was getting attuned at the same time. And this was right around the time I met Andrea, and I was bugging her and bugging her. And I say I, but really it's we, right? The spirit guides and I, and it was her team. And after I'd reached Reiki Master, that's when she was like, okay, I think I'm ready to teach. And I was like, man, are y'all sure? Like, I'm tired, y'all. But I was like, no, I have to do this. I want the light language. I really want to learn the light language. And this was before she even knew Acasma. And so everything just started flooding in. It was so beautiful because right when I met Andrea, to be honest, like I was going through a really hard time. I'd been through a lot of heartache. And I can really say that working with Acasma has helped my ego in so many ways that I didn't even think possible. It's humbled me so much. And the more I channel about it, I really feel like Acasma is removing that fear or feeling that fear and then moving past it and really bringing about that courage. And it's beautiful because as I've been throwing these grid of lights and traveling, I've been seeing the sacred heart everywhere on my yoga mat, on my like walls, like my wallpaper. It's been everywhere, and it's been so beautiful. Really connecting deeper with Jesus and Mother Mary and all the beautiful guides and angels. And if y'all are interested in seeing my journey with Andrea, I actually made a little YouTube video and put all of like my favorite moments with her and our light teams. It's up on my YouTube channel. So if you go to my Instagram page and click on my website, one of the first links on there is like see fun new YouTubes. Y'all go check that out. It was one of the most beautiful times of my life. And so now I'm on this break for my spiritual business, and I've been doing a lot of traveling. And something a lot of people don't know about me is I have something called vertigo. Okay. And it means when you travel in a car or a plane or you get really dehydrated, you get really dizzy. So I'm not the best traveling girl. Okay. I have that wanderlust, but it's not always comfortable for me. But every time I get out of that car to film a Cosma expansion and anchor, I feel like $1,000,000. It like the first time I did it, I was going through a hard time and we were traveling and moving across the whole world. And it healed me in so many ways. I had so many epiphanies, and I'm just so extremely grateful for this opportunity. And I'm so looking forward to diving into the master. And I just want to encourage all of you to ask questions, don't dwell in that fear. Like everything that Andrea teaches you, I really, every day, I always have her as that voice in my head, like, be the observer, you are light, you're here to go through all this pain and this struggle to be relatable to people, but also to hold more light and to shine that. And the planet really needs that right now. There's so many people waking up. So if you're interested or you're called to do that master program with her, do it, learn more, dive deeper, because I think what she does, it's so different than most healers. And it's just so beautiful. And I see it as so pure, so pure. And I'm just so grateful. So y'all learn as much as you can, shine that light. And I want to encourage y'all and inspire y'all to go shine that light on the collective. And if you feel called to film it, have fun with it. And try not to judge yourself in it. Like just really let it flow and let Andrea's voice and your beautiful teams of light, and be that beautiful encouragement within your mind.
Oh my goodness, Meredith. Wow. I didn't know what you were going to say, but I'm just so humbled and honored by every word you spoke.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
I'm
goodness.
so grateful for you, Andrea. Like, I've
Oh,
learned so much. I knew I was going to get emotional. I'm just like so grateful for you. Like, you didn't give up on me, like you really held my hand. And as a teacher of 5 years and on my ascension in 7 years, like I really needed you, I really needed you to, and your words of encouragement have just, I don't know, I give that to so many people. So as a teacher and a healer, to receive that back was just, I don't know, like a beautiful miracle.
well, Divine One, I received as much as I gave. I received as much as I gave. Your love is incredibly beautiful and powerful. And I know it's been a divinely orchestrated unfolding, and it still is. Every moment that is still unfolding, yes?
Yes.
So we continue forward in grace and in love and in gratitude. So thank you, Meredith, for bringing all that you brought here today and for all that you are in every now. Thank you. Okay, now what we will do is we'll take a nice breath, right? That was beautiful. And I feel like Meredith did such a wonderful presentation of Acasma in the sense of the love, yes? And I think we all have that connectiveness here. We feel the purity of the love for one another, for ourselves, for our connection to humanity, to the planet. So thank you so much for that, beautiful one. Okay, now we're going to take the remainder of the time to amplify our beautiful grid, to give this planet and all of its inhabitants an Acasma session of love and healing. And that's what we're doing here. You are healers of light, whether you've been through my course or whether you are only someone who comes to the grid. There's no judgment here. You hold this space with us, and we all hold the Acasma light of healing for our planet and all its inhabitants, seen and unseen. Okay? All right, beautiful ones. So we're going to start with, I offer this because it's a beautiful space of connection to that which the planet gives us to even offer clearing and healing and the acknowledgement. So this is just sage. And I just offer this to all, to the planet, to all of us present. Not to mention it smells wonderful. I love it. My husband makes fun of me though sometimes. He says, people are going to think we smoke pot, but that's just a joke. So if you do, that's your thing. I'm not saying anything about it. Now, let's do an oil blessing, okay? If you have it with you, you can do it with me. If you don't, there's no problem. This is done for you, with you, no matter what, if it's quantumly intended, or if you have it in the physical. So you can take the oil, if you have it, you can put a little bit on your finger, and we say, I open my eye that I may see the truth. I open my throat that I may speak the truth. I open my heart that I may feel the truth. And I open my crown that I may know the truth. And now we're going to go into the space where you are going to close the physical eyes. You're going to open the inner eye, the inner knowing. And we are joining together as one beautiful, connective being of light surrounding this planet with love and filling the planet. Our root lines fill the planet with love and healing. This beautiful, higher dimensional healing light. So breathing in to your heart center, nice and slow, and letting the body go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Just breathing in nice and slow. And let the body relax. Beautiful. And now we're doing our full being and body scan. This is allowing you a space for complete care of the being, your being, on all levels. And above your head, above your crown center, there's a beautiful bar of light. This is a golden white light in the purity of source at origin point. And this comes down over the crown, over the physical body, the energy body, the auric field, all spaces of you. Just allow. And this moves down through the crown center, through the third eye, the brow line, beautiful, through the face area, down the neck, the throat, this is bringing, clearing, aligning, healing, greatest and highest good, down the shoulders, the chest, over the heart, down the arms, the hands, over the stomach, the solar, over the sacral, the lower abdomen, into the pelvic, the hips, the root, down the legs, past the knees, all the way down to the ankles, the feet, and down your root lines, your light lines, deep into the planet Earth, even sharing this beautiful, clearing, healing energy with the planet. Beautiful, beautiful. I can feel clearing from the solar, the stomach area. Many are clearing for family lines. We've talked about this before. You came in ready. You came in willing. And you came into this now able. And in this space, even the densities connected to family lines are being cleared. Beautiful. And you just allow, you trust, and you allow. Beautiful, beautiful. Feel the clarity there, beautiful. And just allow yourself to envision, see your root center. We're blessing your root center, the base of your torso. This center is ever expanding as you are ever expanding. This center is your anchor into your human now space. We bless this center, activating it on higher levels of you. Beautiful, beautiful. This same activation and blessing goes down from your root at the base of your torso, down your legs, all the way out your feet, down your root lines, deep, deep, deep into the earth. This is the activation of your root lines to a higher connective space of you. This allows us to be an ever-expanding being in this now, individually, in a sense of your own experience, and at the same time as a collective holding this grid. And the grid then is also ever-expanding. As your roots are in the planet deeper than they've ever been before, expanded, vibrant, allow yourself to sense the planet, sense her heartbeat, sense her energy. It's very nurturing, very loving, and yet very powerful, very strong. The love of the mother, yes, to nurture, to protect, to give herself to her children. Allow yourself to sense that connection. And as you sense it, her energy moves up your root lines into your physical body, the temple of your light, that which you navigate this now with, and that energy moving through even your DNA. This is offering restoration. This is offering healing. This is offering activation and awakening of spaces within the human DNA that your consciousness is now able and ready to have awakened. Just allow. Breathing into your heart, nice and slow. And anchoring in this higher space of you. Beautiful, beautiful. Seeing timelines connected to each and every one of your individual energy signatures, and seeing this golden white light of the highest alignment. Right now, you are making, creating, forming in this very moment the highest alignment for you. Just allow. Eiyashawa tokoeya naneana natoa. Beautiful, beautiful. And just allow yourselves now, as we begin to enter into this space of acknowledging, blessing, and activating on an even higher level this beautiful and powerful healing space, this grid of light, of healing for the planet. Sensing the bottoms of your feet, sensing your root lines, owning your sovereignty, breathing into your heart and knowing you are feeling your truth. You are here in this space to stand for your planet, to stand for your people, humanity, the inhabitants of the earth, your home, this now. You came for this. Rise. Rise, dear Divine One. Allow, intend, see, feel your being rising, the light of your being rising, the light of your being anchored deep into the planet as you stretch yourself up above the planet, your arms extended, and light, the light of the eternal Creator through your being, shining from your heart, shining from your hands, connectively to all those present in this space. Every pillar, every anchor engaged in alignment, active, taking this to its highest space in this now. And just allow that energy to emanate to the planet, into the planet, around the planet, to the people, the children, the men, the women, the animals, every inhabitant, seen and unseen. We hold no judgment. We offer love, healing, light. And this is healing on all levels. This can be miracles of physical healings. This can be miracles of expanded consciousness. Acasma's core is the remembrance of who one is. Acasma's core is the I am within awakens. Let us emanate that and hold that now for this planet and all her inhabitants. Beautiful, just allow. I see us all connected. The light is shining. You are shining. This is you in your wholeness, your fullness, all of your beauty, all of your power, all of your glory. And yes, you have that. You do. Thank you for finding this space of you, this truth of you, and bringing it into this now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing the call. So many teams around each of us. So many beautiful beings of light assisting. We are never alone. We are never separate. Just allow. Just allow. Breathing into your heart, nice and slow. And being your light. Beautiful, beautiful. Just allow this space, allow this flow, allow this blessing. Taneana taua, keneia sawa, toko toko kue, iana sawa, cheneiana tawa. Allow. Seeing the light, making even more connective points, the grid expanding, the connective points growing, multiplying. It is an ever expansive grid of light and healing. As we expand individually, we expand as a whole. Let us breathe into our hearts one more time, nice and slow. And anchoring in this now. So be it, and so it is. Unending blessings upon this planet and all her beauty, all her glory. Let us envision, intend, and see her waters, every space of her waters, ponds and lakes and oceans and waterfalls and aquifers, her rain, her puddles, every space of this planet, every space of her waters. Allow yourself an intentional space to bless them. See them and bless them. Golden white light flowing through the waters, connecting in every way across the entire planet. The waters hold information. The waters hold memory. Let us bless the waters. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. And just allow yourself to seal this space. You can see it in your inner knowing. You can place your right hand forward if you feel to. You can put your hands in prayer position in front of your heart, whatever you're led to do. But see this space, this healing that we have done, and seal it in the highest light, in the origins of the purity of love. Bless that, seal that. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And just allow yourself to come back into this space, opening your physical eyes whenever you are ready, with awareness, conscious awareness of a new now. It's not the same vibration. This planet that we walk on is not at the same vibration as when you closed your eyes and you did this. You are the change we are seeing in the world. You are the light. Thank you. Thank you. It is my absolute honor to walk with each and every one of you and to anchor and hold healing at this level for an entire planet, species, and all inhabitants. What did you do today? Oh, I healed a planet. There you go, right? That's what you've done today so far, whether it's your night or your morning or your afternoon. You healed a planet. Thank you. Questions, comments, or feedback from this, please email me. You know I love to hear from you guys. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you for everything. I love you, I love you, I love you.